Hello, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made this top. It has to be one of the simplest things I've ever made, you know, since I've been sewing, and I haven't been sewing for that long. It's very simple, very straight to the point. There's no cutting techniques, there's nothing funny. The annoying thing when making this is the fact that you have to do your bobbins over and over again because you're going to run out of the elastic thread really easily. So that was one of the annoying things I found about doing this, but other than that, it is really simple and really easy to make. There's no cutting techniques, nothing. It's just a piece of fabric, angular in shape, and it's just that piece of fabric that you're going to sew together and then just make your shirred lines, and then you're going to end up with something, you know, this cute and this beautiful in no time at all. I mean, it's a very easy DIY. Anyone can do this. So if you have a sewing machine and you haven't used it in a while, get your dust it out, and get your elastic thread and make yourself a beautiful top. I mean, it's perfect for this weather. The weather is hot, you know, something simple for this weather. So this right here is just perfect. So if you're new to my channel, it is so great to have you here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I mean, seriously, what are you waiting for? So click that subscribe button, okay? It's right there, just click. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into today's tutorial.
So here I've already gone ahead and cut out my fabric. So to get your fabric length, you want to add about 10 inches to your bust size. So for example, if your bust size is 35, you want to add 10 inches to it, which is going to give you 45. So for mine, I'm going to be using 45 by 16 inches. So I've gone ahead and marked an inch at the top of the fabric. This is where I'm going to be sewing in both sides of the fabric. So that's my hemming allowance at the top. So as you can see, I've already marked down an inch at the top. So I'm going to be doing the same thing for the bottom part. So I'm just going to mark another inch off at the bottom, which is where I'm going to be hemming the fabric. And you want to make sure that this line that you're drawing is actually on the wrong side of the fabric and not the right side. So now I'm just going to take that to the sewing machine and hem it, and once I finish with the hemming, I'll come right back. So now that I've finished hemming both sides, I'm ready to use my elastic thread. So this is what my elastic thread looks like. I got it from Hobbycraft. If you guys live in the UK, yes, you can go to Hobbycraft or Deola in the sewing section to get your elastic thread. So what you're going to do at this point is use your hand to wind the elastic thread around your bobbin, because if you use the sewing machine to do the winding, you're gonna apply too much stretch to the elastic, so you want to use your hand to do this part. So after you have done your bobbin, now you want to install that into your sewing machine, just in the same way that you would do a normal sewing thread. So it's not different, just go ahead and do that. So once you have that ready and set, you need to start sewing your elastic. So the only difference this time around is you're going to have to place your fabric the right way on the sewing machine, because we're going to be sewing on the right side of the fabric. Yeah, also I forgot to mention, I'm not going to sew the elastic lines all the way to the end of my fabric. So I've left about 4 inches at the end, which is going to form a little bit of a peplum at the end. So if you want the same style, that's what you need to do. Just take out a section where you don't want to do the shirred lines on. So yeah, so just do that. So once you finish your first line, this is what it's going to look like. You can see that the elastic is on the wrong part of the fabric, whilst the normal thread is on the outer part of the fabric. This is exactly what we want. You don't want to end up with the elastic on the right side of your fabric. You want to find something to use as a guide for the distance between the threads, because you don't want them to be too far apart. The tighter they are together, the better the shirring would be. So find a guide. I use my sewing machine foot as my guide for the distance between each of the sewing, so you might want to do the same thing. So yeah, so just carry on sewing. This bit is going to be the part that is going to take a bit of time, so take your time, sew through everything until you are happy. And once you're done with sewing the elastic on, you want to go ahead and remove your elastic thread and replace that with a normal thread. So now you are ready to close off your fabric. So the next thing you're going to do is pin the sides together, and then take that to your sewing machine to close it off. And there you have it, our top is ready. Let me know if you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on my next video.